Doctor. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Strange Exchange, episode 27. It's me and your boy Rob today, and we're going to talk about how to not be a bad person. We'll start with you, Rob. Here's what I think you can do differently.
I knew that was going to turn and twist and swerve right to me.
Why we
Quite
gotta start?
frankly, I think I'm going to send you your pink slip. You're fired, man. You're fired from the
Oh,
show.
man. You gotta be kidding me. I made you what you are today. You can't fire me.
No, here's what made us what we are. Definitely not you, all right? I guess we shouldn't say us.
I'll tell you what made you
Definitely a little bit of
who you
Mrs.
are.
Doubtfire in there. That definitely helped. A little cream in your sugar now. Um,
That's probably one of my favorite movies, hands down.
and a little Full Metal Jacket. Getting yelled at by a staff sergeant sucks.
That's a great movie too. It's funny and then it gets serious, and then it's like a war movie.
And
And kind of funny
little
still, I guess.
a little Goodfellas in there. You gotta have the, you know,
That movie
because we're not comedians. We're not.
is
We're not jokes to you.
yeah, that
You
movie's
think I'm
pretty
funny?
serious, but it's kind of funny in a way. But
Has its moments, yeah.
no, he's a big boy. He knows what he said.
Trying
Funny
to think
how?
of another one here that would be
Oh,
iconic. Scary Movie 2, the basketball scene specifically. Probably the dumbest scene in the movie.
that it's like that scene
It's
in
just
that movie is like a weird dream you have when you're sleeping somewhere else, like, and you have a weird dream, like you're not sleeping in your bed regularly, like you're at someone's house or somewhere else, and it's
yeah.
like just a weird dream. Yeah, it's just such a
Well,
weird.
I know your favorite part of the movie is watching one of the Wayans brothers pull that clown under the bed.
Oh yeah, the clown scene from Scary Movie too. That is very actually that part. That movie's hilarious. Just the whole
uh,
like that part in
yeah,
particular is just great. But
yeah,
here's your quote
that's
for the day, Rob.
yeah.
Here's your quote, buddy. You ready for it?
Hmm?
It's the goal is not to be better than the other man, but your previous self. That's by the Dalai Lama. The goal is not to be better than the other man, but your previous self. So quit trying to keep
All
up with
right.
the Joneses, you guys. Just try to be better than you were yesterday, and
Thing
keep
is, I've
your
never understood
hair.
who are the Joneses. Why are we trying to keep up with them?
Where
What's
are they? Have
yeah?
we ever? Did we pass them? Did we pass the Joneses?
I would assume at some point. I would
They gotta be dead because
think.
that saying's been around for a while, right? Look that up.
People don't like to talk about the dead. They don't like it. I'm glad that can
Looking
silence
it
the
up.
crowd.
The phrase originates with the comic strip "Keeping Up with the Joneses," created by Arthur R. Pop Momond. I don't know. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. In 1913, the strip ran until 1940 in the New York World and various other newspapers. The strip depicts the social climbing McGinnis family who struggle to keep up with their neighbors, the Joneses of the title. Oh, so it's just a comic that someone created. It's not really like interesting. No,
I was thinking,
Joneses are real.
why don't we try to imitate Badlands Chugs? Just why not?
Can we
One
get him on
time.
this podcast? I want to
Oh
hear.
yeah, I
I
just
just
want to burp. That's it.
Yeah, literally, I just want him to burp for like a minute and then like
He just
that'll
did
be the
like a
highlight.
all Fanta thing, and it's still, oh, man, it was rough or rough to watch. I want
Yeah.
that wine glass though. That big glass.
He always has the really sweet ass glasses and like cup.
Well, and the thing is, like, it's just he does it all outdoors for the most part. I think more recent videos, and it's just you can hear the birds in the background. They're like, "Man, what is going on here? What are we watching?"
Dude, yeah, that one where the birds synchronizing with the music, that was
I'm gonna
amazing.
find that large wine glass and I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna find it on Amazon. Actually, it might come
Definitely worth it.
broken, but
For
hey, if
those of
I
you
find it,
for those of you at home who don't know who Badlands Chugs is, it's a guy who records himself drinking beverages. Usually it's Mountain Dew, but he does like challenges where he tries to consume certain amounts of Mountain Dew or other drinks in a certain amount of time, and usually it goes pretty well. He's pretty
He
he's pretty
he
impressive, man. He
just
downs
won
it.
what the hell did he just won like a challenge on ESPN, like a
He's
chugging
got to be in the
challenge.
Guinness Book of World Records.
He's pretty, yeah, it's insane. You know, the dude's like 400 pounds. He's a big guy. And
Oh, he
just
has merch, by the way. You can buy stuff. So I think he
okay,
sells stuff.
here's some of his records. He's had his burrito record is 15 Qdoba burritos in 8 minutes. He's eaten.
Oh, he does. He
He
does
he
eat it.
you I don't know if he does eating anymore. I know he did before. He might still do it now, but now he does like a lot of chugging stuff. But he's had 2 pounds of chocolate candy bars in 6 minutes, which is
Oh,
insane. 16 and a half cannolis in 6 minutes. Jesus. Oh my God. 4 pounds of corned beef hash in 1 minute and 58 seconds.
corned beef hash. That sounds
You know how
awesome.
thick they're like that's so filling too. That's the crazy part.
Sounds
50
horrible.
mini cheesecakes in 6 minutes. And cheesecake is ridiculously filling. 49 glazed donuts in 8 minutes.
49 glazed donuts.
Yeah. I don't know
What
what the
the
size
hell?
is. I would assume like probably Krispy Kremes or something.
That
Um
that's horrible.
he
That's a
had
lot of carbs.
8.5 ounces, which equals 3 onions. He ate that all in 1 minute. Raw onions. Which I can't believe anybody could just do like normally. He's had 9.5 1 pound bowls of peas in 12 minutes. He's ate all of that.
Peas? He does
Yeah,
peas?
peas. Each bowl weighing 1 pound of peas.
This guy has he has no out of bounds.
And then I think that's
Goes wherever.
four pumpkin pies in 12 minutes. 4 whole pumpkin pies.
That's the worst one out of everything you've just read
And
off.
he's
Pumpkin
chugged
pies,
1 gallon
dude.
of lemonade in 37 seconds, which is what he recently just did.
Gatorade?
Lemonade.
Lemonade.
1 gallon of it in 37
Whoa.
seconds. That is absolutely insane. And he just recently did that too on the 4th of July at Nathan's Famous. They usually do like a hot dog eating contest. They started doing chugging, and of course they call him, and he wins the damn thing, and no problem.
Well,
Yeah, he is. I don't know. I don't know how how people can live doing this
probably
stuff. I don't
survive.
get it. I guess competitive eating. I don't know. Do they eat like normal stuff, like regular? Like, do they eat like really healthy food, and then just one day out of the year, it's like, no, let's just eat hot dogs and just go nuts. And this guy obviously chugs a lot of stuff. He does YouTube uploads, but
He's making money off it, so he's got
I'm thinking 15 Qdoba burritos, man. Jesus.
2.9 million views to it, and yeah, he's almost at 3. But dude,
Oh.
Bobo burritos, man, those are, I mean,
And Qdoba, yeah, they're not
those are big
small.
too. They're huge.
So that's
Packing them little shits full of stuff.
oh
Wow.
man.
But yeah, you can check him out on YouTube, Bad Lad and Chugs. Pretty impressive guy. Really fun to watch. Pretty funny.
It's kind of gross, but at the same time, it's like you
Yeah,
have to
if you're
watch. Like you're
grossed out
interested in
by
seeing
burps,
it.
exactly. Don't watch it.
Yeah,
If you're grossed out by burps. This dude burps like a lot.
because you're thinking,
You
how
get
does a human do this? Like, oh, and in order to stretch his stomach, or no, excuse me, in order to build his jaw strength for when he's doing like eating and all this chugging and stuff, he chews 20 pieces of gum at a time. That's jeez, unbelievable. Oh, there's a major league of eating too. That's crazy.
Major League of Eating.
Yeah, there's a. What do you think would be easier to like stomach after a while? A bunch of hot dogs or a bunch of pies? What's
I'd
gonna
say
be
the
like?
pies. I'd say the pies. That's because hot dogs are usually easy to eat because it's like you just chew them and like some people just swallow them. Like that sounds
Oh, yeah.
pretty weird when you think about that,
Mhm.
the shape of a hot dog. But like a pie, when you're eating a pie, you gotta think about the crust. It's just a lot of calories,
Mhm.
and oh, like you get sick of it pretty quick. I don't like hot dogs very much, but I could see them being way easier to eat than pie because pie you gotta sit there and like
I'm just trying to
oh
think like, because a pie is fill like that's really filling a lot. Like I don't know,
yeah
because they do competitive pie eating, and stuff like that. It's just the hot dogs. I can't imagine. I don't know what's worse, the hot dog, like the contents, or like the sugar explosion you're gonna have from the pies, man. That's crazy. I don't even know what kind of pie it is that they're usually eating. I think it's just I want to say like just some sort of whipped cream over probably some crust. I don't know. What is it like pumpkin pies? Because that would just get gross after a while.
oh, pumpkin pie. I kind of grew out of pumpkin pie. I used to love it. It used to be my favorite, but
Mhm.
I can't do it. Usually, if I ever have pie, it's gonna be French silk or cherry or
Well,
apple.
everybody goes for the French silk. It's that chocolate.
Uh,
Um, I prefer lemon meringue. Just it's got a good flavor to it. I love lemon.
yeah.
That's kind of the thing. Like lemon bars, you know, lemon cake. It's all really good. But lemon meringue pie is good. French silk is good too, but it depends on who's making it. You know, that's I like the ones
Yeah,
with the
definitely
pecans
depends
in
on
it.
how
Those are my favorite. It makes it better.
pecans. Is it pecans or pecans?
I don't know anymore.
Is
How
it
about
caramel
how about a
or is it
coconut
caramel?
cream pie? Do you think you'd want to get showered in a coconut cream pie?
Shower you with coconut cream pie. Yeah,
Why is
that's
a monkey saying that, man? Who came up with this?
first of all, what is he talking about?
He's talking about love, I guess, and I guess we're trying to get the hint here when he says coconut cream pie, but it doesn't
Yeah,
apply to it's a monkey. Like it was like
yeah.
a banana cream pie would make more sense because he's a monkey, But what did the running
Donkey
joke
Kong.
is
What is that even from? Is that
it's
like
from a
a show
show. I
or
think they did,
Donkey Kong
yeah,
show?
a Donkey Kong show, not from any video game or anything, but they did just a show. But he just
Oh,
it's the one part, man, the coconut cream pie, and if you haven't listened to it, I suggest going on YouTube. It's like 5 seconds, and then listen to the
what
one with the multiple languages too. That's funny.
what was the last Donkey Kong game that came out?
I think they're still making them. I don't know. I know Nintendo is still keeping to that same old that same like characters that they've had for years. Mario, Zelda, um Donkey Kong, obviously. They got to keep the Nintendo Switch going. The Smash Bros count? I don't know.
Yeah,
That would probably
yeah.
be my. Then that's the one
Smash
I would
Bros is
think would
so
be the
fun,
last.
man. That's the only game that makes me want to get a Nintendo Switch. Honestly,
Um,
I mean, there's a well,
I don't
actually,
know. There's a lot
Animal
of games
Crossing's
on
pretty
that
good too.
Nintendo Switch. I like it. It's a great console that is also portable, obviously, but it's just fun. Like you can get a lot of people involved in playing just games, and it's like okay,
Yep,
let's. Oh,
Smash
Donkey
Bros,
Kong
man.
Tropical Freeze. That was, I think, the last one they did.
Last game,
I think so.
you hit winter time and then it's all frozen
I
from
think
there.
that's the last.
Never
If
even
I'm
heard
not
of that game.
mistaken. That was in 2014. It was released for the Wii U, which was a disaster, and then Nintendo Switch
Oh yeah,
they
why?
redid it.
Forgot about the Wii U. Why was that system? Why was that console so bad?
It was just a. I don't know how to explain it. It's like they were
Like
shooting for the Nintendo
vanished.
Switch concept, but it wasn't there at the time. Like it wasn't working. And also, you got to keep in mind what other two consoles are out at the same time that are just completely dominating. It's not
That's true. You got
Nintendo.
Xbox and PlayStation or
Yeah,
something
you
like
got
that.
Xbox One and PlayStation 4 coming out around the same time. So what are you going to go for if you have an option? It's not going to be
Plus,
a Wii U.
yeah, and plus, like Xbox and PlayStation offer like online multiplayer. They offer more of a landscape
Mhm.
and
I'm not saying
portfolio of
Nintendo's
games.
terrible because the Nintendo
Oh
Switch is a
no, not at
great
all.
revival for their company. Like that's what they needed. But Nintendo, the thing is with the console like wars and stuff, PlayStation and Xbox are so eerily similar. And Nintendo's over here just doing their own thing. Like, yeah, you guys are still doing consoles with a controller. We're over here saying, hey, you can pick up your console and walk around with it. You can play on it and do all sorts of stuff, like the DS, all sorts of their great ideas that have been successful. But they're also their game catalog is again their classic titles. They're the Mario's, the Donkey Kongs, Legend of Zelda. They still have
Those
the
always had a
Pokemon
special
stuff.
place.
Animal Crossing with their newest title that did great numbers, and obviously Super Smash. And for all those weirdos out there that like Splatoon,
Platoon. That's a weird game.
yeah, I never got the gist of it. But
Those games just always have small fan bases. Like in my opinion, they just you know they're not going to be titles that are pulling in a lot of people, which is fine.
no, not at all. I think that's tough for Nintendo. They play off of that weird like because we all know like the nostalgia behind it. I can't say everybody I've met in my life has played Halo. I've met a lot of PlayStation people that have never played that game before, so they're like, "Oh yeah, I've heard about it," whatever. They don't
Yep.
they don't get the nostalgia behind it. Just like I'm not nostalgic with God of War or nothing like that. Like I'm not into those games, but we all have played Mario. We've all played Donkey Kong at some
Everybody's played
point.
a Nintendo game at one
Yeah.
point in their
I
life.
mean, one of my favorite games of all time is still Legend of Zelda. I want to say Majora's Mask. It is a fantastic game. And you just these are the games you build your childhood around, and I don't know about kids these days, it's a little tough. Or
Yeah.
Pokemon Stadium on Nintendo
Well, the kids these
64 was
days are
amazing.
they're all relating to each other on Among Us and
Oh,
Fortnite.
well, yeah, they got Among Us and Fortnite and whatever else they have. I guess that's kind of their new thing. All right, I'm not going to hate on it.
Oh yeah,
Personally, I never really cared for
personally, I
Fortnite
would.
all that much, but hey, you do you. Oh, Roblox too. I see a lot of
Hey,
Roblox
Roblox,
stuff.
there you go.
Um, but yeah, that's the thing with Nintendo. They play on that nostalgia where Xbox kind of does, but they do it to their own like fan base, not the overall aspect of every game player out there. And I don't know.
Good
Depends
point.
on your hype too. Do you like the hype?
No, I don't like the hype when games are hyped up and they're big disappointments like Destiny, No Man's Sky,
Oh, No Man's
uh,
Sky was a disaster.
Anthem,
Anthem was terrible.
Cyberpunk, all these
Okay,
games.
Cyberpunk, I'm not going to say the concept is great. The game stability is not.
Didn't they like shut it down?
Yes, PlayStation, I believe, was like, "Hey, look, we're taking this off of our online store. Nobody should be buying this game and paying for a broken video
Did
game."
people get refunds? I hope
I think so. Yeah.
they better have, man. That's some bull crap.
I think so. I think they got refund. I'm not entirely sure. I just remember a buddy at work was like, "Yeah, did you see what they did?" I was like, "That's pretty unprecedented to do that to a major title." I could see them doing it to like an indie game, saying, "Hey, look, we're not selling this for $10. Nobody's gonna buy a broken game." But this is a $65 game that's broken. It's completely broken, and
Sad.
yeah, and again, they had a great concept. It's like video
Definitely
game
sounded
donkey
cool.
said. It's a game set in a time where OnlyFans became a bigger company than Amazon. So that's really what it is. So there's a lot of sex in it,
Oh my
a lot of
god.
sexual references in a game that's supposed to be Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, that's they're trying to appeal to little horny teenagers.
Clearly, yeah. I'm glad I haven't played it, and I'm glad I didn't buy it either. I'm proud of that. I haven't bought like the last game I bought was MLB The Show, just because they finally put it on Xbox, and I thought, yeah, great, I can play baseball again. But I don't buy video games all that much anymore because of
Haven't
this,
bought one
because
in
of
a
the
while.
disappointment. Anthem disappointed me. It was fun, and then it got old.
Yeah,
DayZ I bought and I played it once and have not touched it since.
I literally played that once, and I'm like, this isn't even
Yeah, and it was kind of broken too. It had a lot of
tough.
issues. Um, did they? Oh, and then Rust. Rust is the other one. I didn't buy it, but somebody did.
Rust. Oh yeah, I bought Rust. It
How
was
did that
buggy.
work out?
It was buggy at first, but they fixed it.
Okay, I gotta.
Not as bad as
Is
it
that
was.
on my? I might have to try that. I have to try playing that. Um, what's the next game you plan on buying? I think I could probably guess this one, but I'm gonna let you just go ahead.
Oh, what's that? What am I guessing?
What's the next game you plan on purchasing? The next video
Oh,
game.
sure. It's an easy question. Probably Battlefield 2042
Ah, yes. See
or
there. Okay, that's
Halo
not what I expected, but okay,
Halo
yeah.
Infinite if it comes out before that. So it's kind of those two games I have my eyes kind of focused on if I'm gonna buy any more games.
Halo Infinite is being released this year.
They're planning like the holiday season,
Ah, of course. Why would they?
November-ish.
Why not? Right? Is
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's when they make the big bucks, man. Mommy, daddy,
that going to be like a Black Friday release where everybody's just going absolutely insane?
Could be Halo Infinite looks pretty hype, man.
It's
Looks
hey, I'm
looks
not going to
good.
hate on it until I
Looks
play
good
it.
so far.
I know what to expect.
Yeah.
I know
Hopefully.
exactly what to expect. So, yeah.
Armor's looking pretty cool in that game. It's looking hype. It's not gonna be
Hey,
a
I'm not saying they don't have a chance.
big fiery piece of crap, like the wildfires here in Canada and Minnesota and Montana.
Yeah, it was what a thrill.
Smoke, smoke.
You know what? I
I've
don't
never seen the
understand.
air quality as hazardous before in that
And this
area.
is what's like blowing my mind about this is you can smell like it smells like a bonfire outside.
Yeah, it was making me sick today.
Yeah, I mean
Well,
like you can only
doesn't go
handle
away.
so much until it gets to the point where you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I can't stand out here and
Pretty
I
sad.
guess good thing we have decent lungs though. I mean, we're not like impacted that way.
Yeah, it's mostly like sensitive age groups and conditions for
Exactly.
people that had to worry about that for the most part.
You know, asthmatic people, I would assume COPD, stuff like that. They're gonna have a tough time,
Uh,
which sucks. But that's who keeps starting these goddamn wildfires, man. Who's doing it?
More smoking the bear when you need him.
Yeah, where is he? Yeah,
It's
he's
the
he's,
cigarette.
he's busy getting
People
smoked
flicking
out.
cigarettes. I swear, the cigarette flickers,
Is it that or
just the dryness.
I mean, what that too? 'Cause at least in our area, this summer has been just completely dry. We have not had enough, just rain and overall moisture in there. Well, we've had enough moisture in the air. I'm not going to say that. It's been humid as hell some days, but it's very, very disappointing. Although the mosquitoes have been quiet.
I have not seen a mosquito in a while, and I'm actually proud to say it. That's like
Yeah,
one positive thing
maybe that's what helps
about
with no
this.
rain is less mosquitoes. But
It's mosquitoes.
that's not a good thing either, though. We're suffering out here. Our crops are dying. The dog
Oh
doesn't
man,
have any water in its
shortage
dish
of
to drink. He's
vegetables and
dying. It's tough.
shortage. It's gonna be a big shortage. I feel like for a lot of stuff, a lot of products.
Oh, hey, just do we keep drinking the tap water from Aquafina, or do we take a break?
Reliable water.
Oh man, these poor bastards buying this stuff. You know, what am I talking about? I'm buying Fiji water, and quite frankly, I don't even know if it's from Fiji. It's probably from China. Who knows? Tastes good though. Um. All right, let's talk about this.
You want to
Do
talk
you
about
think if we were to drop a nuclear bomb, and I mean, just it doesn't have to be a specific like area, but if we were to drop a nuclear bomb in a country, and we probably could pick a country right now, right off the top of our heads,
oh yeah, Afghanistan?
what do you think is going to be the outcry? Who comes to the
Who's dropping the
resistance?
bomb?
Who's coming back with a retaliation right now?
Well, who's dropping the bomb and when are they dropping
I'm
it?
talking about
And
us,
where?
us in general, because let's just say I don't think Joe Biden would do it, but let's say we get a tyrannical president. Trump wasn't even that tyrannical. I'm talking somebody crazy, somebody like Bernie Sanders, who decides to flip his lid one day and says, "Look, I'm gonna throw a dart at the map, and wherever it lands is where Big Bertha's landing." All right. Let's just say, for example, now let's say he just magically happened to not throw the dart, but rather place it in Syria, and he decides to bomb
Okay, all
Syria.
right, sounds good to me. Who do I think is gonna retaliate?
Who would retaliate instantaneously? I know people are going to
China,
think Russia, but I don't believe that they would.
Russia, China.
I don't think either of
Isn't
them would.
isn't Syria like on the same? Aren't they sided
I
with?
don't know if they have any allies necessarily with like. I mean, we wouldn't drop a nuclear bomb that would take out the whole country. Syria is pretty big. It would just be like a major area that we would assume would be bad. Now, the first country that comes to mind would be Iran. They would be the one that I would think right away would want retaliation against us, although they failed in the past to do such. But I don't know if it'd be Russia, man. I just don't know. I'm thinking it's going to be the Brits. They're going to give us revenge for 1776. So, um, I don't really know where I was going with this topic, but the point being is arm up.
Interesting though. That's yeah. I don't see a bomb being dropped like that anytime soon. I
I
just
either, but the thing is, it's like everybody talks about it. The idea
and
of
one
like
day somebody
what
is gonna go through with
happens,
it.
World War III, who's it going to be? Is it going to be Russia and the United States? I don't know.
Well, we kind of been the U.S. and Russia have been kind of poking each other back for a long time, like just
Yeah, but
back
it's
and
not like
forth.
we're not engaging in positive conversations either, though. I mean, we have
That's
been
true.
trying our best, and they've been trying their best.
I'm
The only country I
I'm
could say
so
we've
hard
just
with you. I'm so sick of
cons-
you.
the only country we've had consistent like bad luck with is Iran. They're the only ones that
You're the only
they're
dickheads.
just not understanding.
You just don't listen. I'm tired of yelling at you.
um, and okay, so let's say we drop a bomb on Wuhan, China. Let's just
Alright.
say, all right, let's kill the source. No, that's for another day. I've been fascinated by the idea of nuclear weapons and how it is that
We
like
should.
most nations have come to acquire such technology
Everyone's got them.
to create explosives that
I
can
am
wipe out a
become death.
population
I
center.
am become death.
Just it's insane. Who was that? That was Oppenheimer that I believe said that,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken. Which we
We
hired,
both
I think,
should have
was
been
it
the kill at the
us? Were
beginning.
we the ones that brought Nazis in to help our programs? I think that was us.
The These like POWs or what?
No, like
Well,
with like weapons development, I swear, I think it was us that brought in like Nazi scientists in the United States. I think we did
I
it.
think
I
I'm pretty sure
it could have been Russia
did.
too. The Soviets, I don't know if at the time, but the Nazis had pretty good weapons, believe it or not. They did good in like weapon management and development. They just they didn't do well in the human rights department. They were a little
Eh,
they were a little lacking.
we gotta work out the bugs yet. Our system. We got a couple bugs.
Like a frequent guest here, Reed always says, the Germans were on vacation during that time. They don't remember anything. They were gone for that span of
What
time.
happened, man?
Like, oh man, I don't even know what happened. I was in the Alps.
Was in the hopes.
Oh, I guess you didn't realize your fearless leader of your nation decided to drop a couple of pennies in Israel. Jesus Christ. Oh, oh
Got
man, what
enough
a
pennies there. They're counting them up.
I just I think it's Family Guy. He's like Joe's giving him pennies, and it's all like these Mort Goldman looking people just grabbing at the pennies. He's like, look, yeah, there you go. He's like throwing.
He's like a pigeon. He's like a pigeon picking the pennies in the ground.
Oh
That's
man,
hilarious.
that's
Just priceless humor to me.
because it's just there's nothing wrong with good humor and it's just satire. Nobody's doing anything
It's like
wrong.
the
All
context thing. It's like
right, we're
the
just
context.
we're playing on the idea of the stereotypes. Doesn't mean we believe in it. It just means, hey,
No,
look,
we
we're
believe it. I believe it. No, exactly. You couldn't have said it any better than
it's
that.
like
Literally.
Brad Pitt. He says if you ever want to eat a sauerkraut sandwich again, you're gonna tell us the coordinates of that sniper. It's like, hey, how do you know that all the Germans eat sauerkraut? You don't know this, man. You just don't. You just don't know. Speaking of that, you ever watch Fight Club yet? You ever see that movie?
No, I've seen clips of it though. I should definitely watch it though.
I gotta find the platform that's on. I'm very interested in watching that. Last thing I want to bring up here um,
Pour that
is
water.
it's a little music thing here. What band from the '90s, in your opinion, is the worst to listen to
Ooh.
from the '90s, 1990 to 1999? And I guess they just have to be popular during that time. They don't have to necessarily be like they can be formed in the '80s or whatever. They could have music from the '80s, but like they were really popular in the '90s. Something that if you went on Apple Music and you just hit like shuffle on a playlist and you saw one of their songs and you'd be like, oh, not good. Who are you picking?
Trying to think. This is tough because like there's a lot of good music in the '90s, and there's
Well, it's
probably
just because there's usually a consensus for people. Like when I look it up in like comment sections and stuff, you'll see usually people will throw out like Nirvana, the "Smells Like Teen Spirit" thing. They get sick of that, and I don't blame them. It's not their best song, but they got a lot of good stuff. Um, Pearl Jam usually hits up there because of the voice. Nobody really understands him sometimes. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones. Limp Bizkit usually is up there because of just the angry white boy rock.
I don't mind Limp Bizkit though. It's
um,
okay, I guess.
I think Kid Rock is usually up there, and then a lot of like pop music stuff like Backstreet Boys, NSYNC. They're all up there too.
I
But
don't know about NSYNC.
well, that's Justin Timberlake.
I don't know much about that.
Um, and then I think what's the other the Spin Doctors? I think they only had like one song that was popular and it sucked. That's for sure. Oh, Creed. Creed is usually up there too.
One Hit Wonder. Yeah, I remember Creed. few songs I like by them, but not too many.
Yeah, they got some good tunes. They're not terrible. But Limp Bizkit usually is like they're usually up there pretty high. I think Hanson with the Bop song. It's just one song though. We really can't hate them
Bop.
for it. Hootie and the Blowfish are up there pretty high for people to hate. Sad thing is I like most of these groups. Except for Hanson, I only know the one song. And I guess you don't have to hate their music. Like you just something that when you hear it, it's like, oh, I just don't want to hear this anymore. How about that?
Fair enough.
Instead of
It's a
hating,
tough
because
one for
hate's
me.
a
I don't
strong
really have an
word.
answer. Like
You want all right.
for band wise. I don't know. I don't just
I'm gonna
don't
give
have
you
any.
mine, and you can
Like
opinionate it as much as
come to
possible.
come as a shock for me.
The
I can
Goo
see
Goo
that.
Dolls.
Really? The
Yep.
Google? There's nobody worse than the
Oh,
Google
you
dolls.
know there is probably Dave Matthews Band, but you know what? I don't hear Dave Matthews Band all that much. Guess who I do hear?
The Google dolls.
I play any '90s playlist on my Apple Music, and they pop up with Iris, and it's like I don't want to hear this anymore. It's not a good song. It's not. It's come on, no. I don't hate the band. I get sick and tired of them sometimes.
That's
That's for
fair.
sure.
That's definitely fair.
Although they're not really all that hated. It's just I don't know. Just that would be it. That one. Specifically that album with the chick with her feet in the air. That one right there. Just that album alone could just go away. 'Cause it's got like what's the other one? Slide? Is it the other hit song off of there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that can all go away. For sure, Dave Matthews Band sucked too. That one I just don't like in general, but I'm not going out of my way to listen to their stuff. I don't know. That's I know you like the Goo Goo Dolls, which is why it was fun to say
They're
it.
not my favorite. I just like their songs are just easy to listen to. It's like
There's nothing
interesting.
wrong with easy
The
listening
way
if that's what
the
you're
way
in
the
for.
instruments sound, they go with the singing really good. It's an interesting little duo between the instruments and
Hmm.
the vocals. So yeah, but gotta respect the opinion of music.
You still don't have an answer, do you?
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, like I don't have any specific like bands from the '90s that I'm like, oh, I can't do these guys. I
Well, I
just
mean,
can't.
look at a lot of like the artists out there.
Oh, how
I'm
about
just,
Nickelback? Is that '90s?
it is, but they're more 2000s.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a band that would pop in my head. I
They're
just do not like.
close.
I don't like Nickelback. I don't like him. I don't like the way the singer sounds. I don't know his name. I just
Chad
not a fan of
Kroger,
their music.
Krieger,
Never
something like
was.
that. You know what? It's not surprising because usually they're up there in terms of hated, but like they're not. I don't know. Their songs are not the worst to me. Just it's got to be the Goo Goo Doll. They hit the nail right on the fucking head. Their music. It's just I guess it's not the worst, but it's just I don't want to hear it. There's another one. Counting Crows. They're up there for me. The Wallflowers are not that good. The Cure is not that good either.
The Cure.
Um,
Who mistake?
I don't mind Hoobastank, honestly. I don't know
Hoobastank's
why.
good.
They're okay. Um, I like Nickelback. That's the thing.
Really?
Um, a band I can't stand from that time. Oh, it's just like Goo Goo Dolls, man. You know what? A Nickelback's a fair answer though. That's fair.
What Nickelback?
I thought you would be. I thought you liked Nickelback for some weird reason.
Mm-mm. Not
I
at
thought you
all.
were. I thought you were a big fan. Didn't you go to a couple of their concerts?
Oh
And then you show up at a couple of shows, backstage passes and everything.
no, I went to All That Remains concert and
Oh, yeah, I'd rather go
Nickelback.
see Nickelback.
Yeah, it was not
Who
good.
goes to that? Jesus, that
I
almost
went
seems
with
like you got
Laura's
talked into it. Like,
girlfriend.
man, damn it.
Pretty much. It was not good. The music is just terrible to me.
Oh, there you go. That's the other band. U2. That's another one I don't like. I heavily don't like them. Bono is not the fucking second coming of Christ. He needs to go away.
Yeah,
And he needs to go
I
away
like them,
now.
but I'm not like a fanboy. Just they don't
He
really.
needs to go away.
It's time to go.
All right. I think that should sum it up.
Everybody, make sure you go listen to a playlist with the Goo Goo Dolls,
Oh,
and U2 and Nickelback.
yeah,
Check them out.
there you go.
Get all their hits in one playlist and torture yourself.
Yeah, you guys can enjoy listening to that, and I'll enjoy listening to Mbop. Have fun.
Yikes.